All right, hope everyone's doing good. Just wanted to look over two stories with you guys before the Christmas holidays. I'll be taking a break. I'll be back if something major happens, but otherwise, I'm taking time off to spend with family. So let's look over and just listen to it really quickly. I have no pictures to go with this, but I just want you to listen to how they are swinging the end of the story. Take a listen, and then I'll share my thoughts.
Tonight, where American Travis Timmerman, the Missouri native freed after 7 months in a Syrian prison, is now on his way home tonight, flown by the U.S. military. And tonight, right here, our James Longman inside Syria again, revealing what helped fuel former President Bashar al-Assad's luxury lifestyle.
He spent 7 months in an Assad regime jail cell, but tonight, Travis Timmerman has left Syria at last. A U.S. military helicopter flying him to Jordan after he was handed over by the new rebel authorities. I spoke from a tyrant whose crimes are only now being fully discovered. Tonight, proof of the huge drug-dealing business that kept him in power and allowed him to afford some of the most expensive homes and cars, like this garage full of Lamborghinis and Ferraris seen in videos circulating online. Like a cartel kingpin, the banned stimulant called Captagon helped fund Assad's lavish lifestyle and the corruption that secured his allegiance with Hezbollah and Iran. This is essentially a smuggling operation. The pills have been put inside these devices here, packed tightly, and then they, in turn, are put inside these electrical boxes. There are pallets of them here, crates ready to be transported. Each pill is worth as much as $20, making this haul potentially worth millions. And we're learning new details tonight, David, on just how Bashar al-Assad escaped. U.S. officials say he left suddenly without telling any of his aides. He took a plane and disabled the transponder so he couldn't be tracked.
All right, first, my quick thoughts. Doesn't this remind you of like seeing and everything we've heard in the past? All the presidents, Clintons, my goodness, I can't even think of them all, but they've all done the exact same thing. And look at that, they're not in jail. Clinton's not in jail. None of them are in jail. I'm just saying. And then to say that he turned off his responder and was able to just fly away, no one knows where. Oh, baloney, right? Honestly. I think that was the plane that one guy caught that I had in a clip.
Exact time as these sightings last night, a massive escort military operation took place.
Yeah, that one. You know, the escort, the military escort. Yeah, that was probably him. So I'm just saying, everything and anything is possible. All right, and then we heard of, I don't want to say that word. That word right there, right? That happened in this place called Madison. Just take a listen, and then I'm going to show you actually two different videos, and then what I found. And nothing surprises me. Take a look.
At a private Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin, police saying that at least 2 people are dead, several others wounded. The shooter is also dead. Multiple law enforcement sources are now telling ABC News that the suspect was a female teenager. The shooting happened earlier today at Abundant Life Christian School, which teaches grades kindergarten through 12th grade. Madison's police chief calling today a sad day, not just for the city, but the entire country.
I think we can all agree that enough is enough. And we have to come together to do everything we can to support our students, to prevent press conferences like these from happening again and again and again.
The police chief says officers discovered the shooter dead inside the building. ABC News' Melissa Don has more.
I hoped that this day would never come in Madison. It is not something that any mayor, any fire chief, any police chief, any person in public office ever wants to have to deal with.
The police chief echoing that call to action.
I think we can all agree that enough is enough. And we have to come together to do everything we can to support our students.
There has been an upward tick of females. Not drastic, but the point being, there seems to be more females stepping into traditionally male roles. Now, I will tell you based on experience that whatever happened to this female would have been similar to whatever would have happened to a male. As to what drove her, and obviously we don't know, but whatever drove her to go and commit such a drastic act and then take her own life, I mean, it really tells you that she was in just as troubled place as a male shooter might be.
Just so hard to see and know that investigation will continue. Brad, we know that the Gun Violence Archive reports there have been 112 school shootings where at least one victim was injured or killed this year. Guns are now the leading cause of death for children and teens in the United States. How concerning is this reality to you for the law enforcement community, and what steps has the community had to take to address the reality of this situation?
I mean, the problem is that if you're going to decide in a society to have 400 million guns available, and I'm not getting into an anti and pro gun situation here, I'm just talking about reality as to what I look at, what the law enforcement looks at every day, is that gun availability is that you're just statistically going to get more violence. And if there weren't so many readily available weapons, we'd have less school shootings. That's just sort of the truth. But we have chosen not to go that direction, and I don't agree, but I get that. And so this really boils down to how good you are as a school administrator, as a parent, as a close friend of somebody, to start seeing warning signs and tell an adult about them, not to overreact. Because many times when kids act out in a very negative, dark way, and I'm not talking about shooting, but just behaviorally, they need help. And clearly, this child needed help.
All right. So there was a lot to see, a lot to hear, how he's comparing females and males, how they want to blend everything. But look, there's the 909 right there. That I found very interesting. And
Hey, good morning, George. Just a terrifying ordeal for this community. Monday was supposed to mark the start of Spirit Week for this school. Instead, students were running for their lives. Start of Spirit Week for this school. Instead, students were running for their lives.
People injured, at least 2 shot.
This morning, a community devastated. Authorities in Wisconsin working to figure out what led a 15-year-old student investigators have identified as Natalie Samantha Rupnow to open fire, killing a teacher and a fellow student in a study hall classroom with students from different grades. Abundant Life Christian, a private K-12 school, after a second grader called 911.
Don't let that soak in for a minute. A second grade student called 911 at 10:57 a.m. to report a shooting at hands.
Gravitation towards potential neo-Nazi violence and engagement in forums venerating mass shooters. Posts just minutes before the shooting show a photo of a hand making an OK sign in a bathroom stall, sometimes used as a white power sign. Investigators searching the suspected shooter's home overnight, their parents cooperating and speaking with police.
all right, did you guys hear that and notice that? Okay, let's first look at, now they've given her a name, Natalie Samantha Rupnow. I believe that's correct. NSR. Okay, comes to 51 and 15, and she was 15 years old. Oh. And then notice here on the house, 13, dispatch calls at 10:57. That adds up to 13. And the OK sign is used as a white power. Oh my gosh. It is equaling to 666, meaning that we know exactly this is staged. I'm just saying. But let's take a look. What do I find? Sean Barnes speaking at a Rotary Club. interesting. Well, there he is, in case you wanted to see his face actually there. Well, what about the mayor? Right. There she is, too. Do I need to say anything more? I think I'm done and ready to just take a break, enjoy time with family, focus on Jesus. Even though we know this is not the time of his birth, everything has been twisted and turned. But you guys already know that. So I just wanted to share those couple videos and that with you. Because we know it's a big show run by club members that are in all kinds of clubs, but they're all affiliated to Freemasonry. You guys know that. I don't need to say a thing. So share your thoughts, share your findings. But just understand we're here. I'm glad we're here together to be able to talk and talk things through, share things with each other, because we know everything that they're trying to do in secret will be revealed eventually. And there's a lot of deception out there, so much more than what I think we even grasp, especially so much more than those that are blindly following the leaders and trusting other people. So all I can keep saying is don't trust anyone, don't even trust me, always research, test everything, and trust God alone. And don't live in fear. Don't allow fear to even enter. Just focus on him and his word that gives you all that you need every single day. God bless you guys. Take care. Enjoy your holidays. And I'll be back as soon as possible. So till next time, God bless.